Hey guys, today I'd like to share an invention I made with you. Basically, it's a superior stop or waypoint for a minecart rail system that's built with pistons. However, it can be expanded to support between 3 or even 4 tracks. Let's get started. And what we have here is a standard stop that I included just for comparison purposes. I'm sure most of you have seen this somewhere, and it works pretty well. However, there are a few drawbacks. The first one is obviously, if you decide to continue going by pressing this button, there's no way for you to go back, as demonstrated here. So if you're using a two-way track, this really can cause some serious issues. Secondly, if you're right here and you decide you want to go back to your first waypoint, there's no way for you to do that without getting out of your minecart and destroying it. So I designed this system, which uses pistons, and allow me to demonstrate. So we're going to send the minecart here. Basically, we have one button that triggers this piston, another button that triggers this piston. The minecart that you can see is on a powered rail. The buttons also power this redstone right here that will trigger the rail when it's ignited. So for example, if I decide I want to continue going this way, I push this button. You see the minecart continues nicely along its path. However, if I wanted to go the other way, I can simply push this button. So you can see this is a multi-directional stop. Now a lot of you may be wondering, why doesn't the redstone here trigger this piston right here? Well, the reason is because there's a lot of lag in the redstone system. So the buttons are actually going to trigger a split second faster than this redstone is, which means that only this piston will push out. Also, you may be worried about the position of that rail. Well, fear not, because as you can see right here, even if there isn't a rail right here, the rail will simply snap on when pushed under the cart. So that's pretty nice, but not incredibly useful, and definitely not useful enough to warrant its own video. So, let's move on to the next design, the 4-way track switcher. Now this may look a little complicated, but fear not, it's actually fairly simple. So say we start here, at location A, and we arrive at our stop track switcher. Now, as with what I demonstrated before, you can either go back the way you came, or you can continue on to the next waypoint. However, if you have multiple waypoints, say you want to access all from this one point, you can do that also. That's why we have these buttons up here. Now what these buttons do is they trigger this redstone right here, which triggers this piston. And it'll still, as before, it'll trigger it before it triggers this piston, so you don't have interference. Secondly, it will send a charge down here, which goes under the track, flips two redstone torches that are located underneath these tracks to change their direction, like so. So say we wanted to go that way instead of that way. We simply hit this button. You can see the cart goes that way. Same with the other direction. The cart will continue along to waypoint D. Now, it's very important to remember when you're building this system to include some repeaters under the rails, which I'll demonstrate down here. As you can see, I have 3 repeaters here, and the reason I have them here is because if normal redstone wiring goes under the rails, it'll trigger them, and when you're pushing, it'll change the state that they're in, sorry. So when you're pushing the repeaters back and forth, and thus pushing the powered rail, it may readjust the direction that these rails are facing, which would be bad. You also see that I have one of the redstone repeaters down here set to 4. And the reason that is because it creates a delay, and you need the delay with empty carts just for demonstration purposes in this video, or else by the time this switches over and switches back, the cart won't even be there yet. So anyway, that just about wraps it up. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and if you decide to implement this in your server, we'll have fun. I found it works really well. If you want to let me know, that'd be cool, because I'd like to see that my idea is actually helping some people. Also, don't worry about any of this stuff. You'll learn about that later. That's not related to any of this. It's not actually all that scary. But anyway, so if you want to check out our channel, that'd be really nice. Just leave like a quick comment, reply, whatever, like a video or something, or you can check out our Let's Play series. We have 3 videos in that right now, I think, and so yeah, if you want to check that out, that'd be really cool. And alright, thanks for watching.